I get some good success with it, and so I'm really enjoying myself. I'm honored that Gary asked me to be here. These things are amazing as you've been listening. What more could you want? And thank you folks for taking the time to listen to me. So, what song am I going to do first?
I Wouldn't Want to Be.
I Wouldn't Want to Be Like You. This was the first single off the album that I did. It's actually a song written by Alan Parsons. And what I did when I did this album, I wanted to be organic. Like I put together what I conceived of a band that you would have found actually in the 70s. Organ, bass, guitar. I mean, all live musicians. There's no sequencing. They're all real players that play the thing. They're all recorded, you know, on their own. And it's not. I didn't think the thing was overproduced. I want it to be basically a live album, except done in a studio. And one of the funny reasons is, I mean, that's a good tune. I hope you'll agree with me when I'm done. But one of the reasons it got picked is nobody ever covered an Alan Parsons tune before. And the promoter said, hey, that's pretty clever, we'll do that. So we stuck out there and it got worldwide airplay for a couple months, and so we were pretty excited about that time. So let's go ahead and let's see what happens. And we'll balance the sound and kind of match the horn. All right. So we got a percussionist, guitar player, piano player, bass player, sax player, and space they had there was just, like I said, it was just a band playing. But what fascinated me about this thing was that it sounds like that band did whenever I do it live. I don't know, did it sound like that out there to you? Did it blend with the horn, or was there still a little bit of variance between the two? Or does the band need to be louder?
The band needs to be louder.
Band needs to be louder. Okay.
Then turn up loud.
We can turn the band up. I can't turn this up louder. So I haven't figured out how to do that yet. The other thing that's kind of interesting, saxophones are one of the hardest instruments to record because of all the nuances the variables that go into playing the instrument. We got a guy the size of a guy's mouth, the size of his head. You got the type of horn he has. You got the size of the mouthpiece. You got a piece of bamboo is the weakest link in the whole thing. And then if he squeezes his lips together or opens them up or changes the position the way the horn is, it changes the timbre and the sound of the horn itself. That's why that's why I got a job, because they haven't been able to put it on a synthesizer yet. Because they can't, there's just too many variables involved to make it sound like a real saxophone. They got to get a real saxophone player to do it. What do we got next?
Another Sunday morning?
All right. This song, I had the pleasure of, the guy that I've been working with that manages me used to manage Kenny G. And of course, whatever your opinion of his music, the guy was the most successful saxophone player to ever come and live in the world. The guy sold 28 million records. And one of the most interesting things about his music is in China, he's a big deal there still. And every night, when any business closes, if you've never been there, they play one of his songs. When that song goes on, it means it's time to go home. Now, I don't know if that happens at his concerts. He played that song too soon if everybody leaves or not, but what happens in the malls and the grocery stores, whatever, they always play that song of his, and it means it's time to go home. Well, the guy that brought Kenny G into the world is a guy named Jeff Lorber. I don't know if anybody knows who that is. He was a keyboard player out of Portland back in the early 80s. He kind of invented smooth jazz. He's kind of the band called Jeff Lorber Fusion, and had Kenny Gorlick in the band who's playing with him. And then Kenny Gorlick became Kenny G, and the rest is history. But Jeff Lorber's still around. He's a Grammy-nominated composer, brilliant keyboard player. Because of my connection with Kenny G's manager, he also managed Jeff Lorber, and I had the pleasure of writing this song with him. So it's called Another Sunday Morning, and I hope you like it. Maybe.
Commercial insanity?
Oh, okay. Now, where'd it go? Oh, by the way, we're honored to have Mr. Jeff Ott in the back, who owns London Bridge Studio, produce this album, so we're gonna figure out all the cool things. I ran across the song, I just thought it was cool. It was from a band in the 90s. I tried to do is pick something from like the past 40 years or something out of each decade to perform on this thing. And this song came up called Virtual Insanity by a band called Jamiroquai out of England. I don't know if that pronounced it right. Jamiroquai? I think so.
Jamiroquai.
Jamiroquai, excuse me.
Yeah.
Jamiroquai.
Quill, quail,
Yeah, it-
no,
it's-
tomato.
Well, he took it from the beer claw.
What?
Yeah.
Really? I didn't know that. Anyway, so I got some airplay in England because I played this song. I just thought it was a cool song. But then I thought about it, and I named the album Virtual Insanity because I was looking at my daughter all day long on her phone. You know, what happened to the go outside and play? Long gone, I guess. So anyway, that's what it's all about, and let's see if we can give it a shot and reproduce what happened there. I take a lot of wind.